It's Anya here, and I'm back with another video for Ophelia Talks Crochet. And this video is part of the series where we are making our anniversary blanket, a celebration of 10 years of stitches. I am looking back at the stitches that we have used over the last 10 years, and we are going to use them in this memory blanket. In this part, we are looking at the Pirate Cove poncho. And it was this poncho where I realized that, yes, it's a very simple shape, but you can make the item really special by combining stitches in unique ways. And this is exactly what we did in the Pirate Cove poncho. So let me show you how to make the Pirate Cove square. So we're going to get started as we always have. Row 1 with a slip knot. Insert your hook, 3.5. I am using American terminology, and we are chaining 38. So 1, 2, 3, 35, 36, 37 and 38. In the 6th stitch from your hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you're going to place a double crochet. Voila, there we go, and that's our first box made. And now of course we're going to chain 1, skip 1, and in the next stitch we place a double crochet to create the remainder of our boxes all along this row. I now have 17 boxes and I am ready for row 2. So to get started on row 2, we're going to chain 3, and as usual this chain 3 stands for the double crochet, then the third chain stands for our little chain. We're going to turn, we're going to skip 1 stitch here, and in this row we are going to be placing 1 double crochet in each stitch along. So that means you're going to get started on top of the double crochet, where you pick up the 2 V's, then here where you have a chain space you go around the chain space. And you're going to do this 31 times, so you have 31 stitches. Voila, I have now done 31 double crochets, and now it is time to finish our row with a chain 1, skip 1 and a double crochet into that second chain there, making sure you pick up 2 strands so your chain doesn't get too big. So now for row 3 we are going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. We're going to turn, we're going to skip this stitch here, and we're going to place a double crochet in the next stitch. And now we're going to chain 1, and we're going to do a 2 double crochets, 3 together. So that means we're doing 2 double crochets over 3 locations finished together. So 2 double crochets, that means you're going to yarn over. Here you're going to place your first double crochet, so just in the next stitch. But of course we're doing a together, so you only make it half. Now we're going to place our second double crochet, but we have to do this over 3 locations. So that means this is the first location, this is the second location, and this is the third location. So your second double crochet goes in the third stitch there. You create it, but only halfway. Then you yarn over and you finish your stitch by pulling the loop through the 3 loops on your hook. Now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to repeat the same little repeat. So that means in the first stitch you're going to place your first half finished double crochet, in the third stitch you're going to place your second half finished double crochet, you yarn over and you finish the stitch by going through all the loops on your hook. 1, 2 chains. And this is how you are going to continue all along your row. And really this is what I call the A stitch. So when you're doing your last A stitch, you're going to complete it, then do your 2 chains as usual. Then we are going to skip 1 stitch, so that means you are skipping the chain 1 of your chain here. Then into the second stitch we are going to do a double crochet. So we end our row with a box, but of course the box is sort of, you know, starting from the A stitch there. Okay, so although we did start with a double crochet here, we are not placing one after the A stitches. You have now done 10 A stitches in this row. Now for row 4, we're going to get started by doing a chain 3, U-turn, we skip 1 stitch, so that means we're skipping this chain here, and we are going to place 1 double crochet on top of the first A stitch, or the 2 double crochet 3 together. So we're going to place a double crochet on top of this here, so wherever you can find to go in, that's the easiest. There we go. And now we're going to place 3 double crochets in each chain space along. And of course the chain spaces are the chain 2 spaces that we have made in between our A stitches. So we're going to be placing 3 double crochets around those. Now at the end of the row we have a chain 1, and we are indeed going to be placing our 3 double crochets around that chain 1 space as well. Then after that you're going to chain 1, skip 2 stitches, so the double crochet and the chain 1 there, and then into the second chain here for our double crochet. There we go. So we now have 10 clusters of 3 double crochets and 1 double crochet on its own, making our 31 stitches, and of course the box on either end. So now for row 5, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. We're going to turn again, skip this stitch here. We're going to place a double crochet on top of the first double crochet of this cluster here, so this one here. So let's make a double crochet into there. Voila, there we go. And now we are going to skip 2 stitches, so that's these 2 here. This will take us to a location in between the clusters, and this is where we are going to place a V stitch. So you go in between the clusters to place a double crochet, chain 1 and a double crochet. You're then going to travel to the next location in between the clusters and you place a V stitch there. Voila! And this is how you are going to continue for the rest of the row, and you will be making 10 V stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. And so here at the end you're going to have to place a V in between that cluster and that double crochet on its own. There we go. So now we're going to chain 1, we're going to skip 2 stitches, so the double crochet and the chain, and then here in that second chain, that is where we are going to be placing our double crochet. So we have 10 V's. So now that we have come to the end of our little repeat, this is what you're going to repeat throughout the rest of the square. So we're going to start with row 2 here, the double crochets. Then we will do row 3, which is the A stitches, row 4, which is the clusters, and row 5, which is the V stitches. We're going to repeat these 3 more times until you have done 16 rows. You will find you will end in a row 4. So I have now done 16 rows. I am ending in a row 4. And now for row 17 I am going to do a row of boxes. So chain 3, I had already done that. Then I'm going to skip the first stitch and do a double crochet in here. in the next stitch. There we go. And of course here we are now going to chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next stitch. Make sure you check that you have your 17 boxes at the end of this row, and that's the end of the square. So cut off the yarn and sew in the ends. This square measures 18 by 18 centimeters or 7 by 7 inches, and it weighs 16 grams. And of course now you're going to have to make 6 of these squares, and check out the colors that I have chosen for them in the color table. You can make a screenshot of this color table here on the screen, or of course it can be found in the written pattern on our blog. Please follow the link in the description box below, which will take you to the written pattern on my blog, and you will also find the color table there. Don't forget, you can go to the Facebook group to show us your squares or any progress that you are making. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them there, and I hope you will enjoy making this square, and I look forward to showing you the next square in the next tutorial. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!